As an entrepreneur, you're likely to spend every day taking care of your business. But are you doing everything you can to take care of yourself? The work of owning a company is tireless, but you keep at it because it's your dream in progress. And at Business Brain USA, many business owners come to us because they're burnt out, they've hit a wall, they're in over their head, they're stuck. Sound familiar? Whether you're constantly putting out fires and trapped in the day-to-day, or are afraid that you're the only one in the company that can provide your customers with the ideal experience, you are at a major risk of burning out. So what can you do to avoid the exhaustion descent? To pivot away from the overwhelm and create a business you love leading and a life you love living? In the past decade, with demands for your time and attention higher than ever, in a fast-paced digital world, discussions surrounding mental health and burnout are much more common. And these conversations are worth having. Burnout is a mental and physical emotional state of exhaustion caused by prolonged stress. It can strike at any point in an entrepreneur's career, from the early days to running a startup to the tenure of decades in a family company. With so much pressure to succeed, business owners all too frequently push aside their well-being in service of what can keep their company going. They don't leave time for lives outside work to recharge or go on vacation. But we're committed to the belief that your business should serve your life. And a big part of that is finding time for pause. Not only will this serve your well-being, it'll serve your business as well. Here are some tips for how to avoid burnout so you can show up stronger and be more focused. First, you need to recognize the signs of burnout. Exhaustion is all too common with intensely dedicated entrepreneurs. In order to avoid and recover from this type of burnout, it's important to actually know what it looks like. The symptoms can vary from person to person, but burnout most commonly manifests itself in feelings of hopelessness and unwavering and all-consuming idea that things will never get better. It takes an exceptionally creative and motivated person to lead a business, but it's often that same person who's prone to mood swings, self-criticism, and frustration. We've all been a driven person all of our lives, but perhaps you've begun to lose the motivation and begin to feel depressed, overreact, make careless mistakes, forget important details, lose focus, and the list goes on. These are all major indicators that you're burnt out. Take a vacation, a real vacation. Get out of town, seriously. One of the most important things you can do for yourself is to take a vacation and let yourself recharge. Not all small business owners have the luxury of a standard 5-day work week, but by taking an extended schedule of time off away from your place of business, you're less likely to be tempted by jumping in and getting caught up. Sometimes it takes a day or two to even get used to not being at work, but be generous with yourself while you unwind. But this is all much easier said than done. In order to ease your mind while you're away, it's about planning ahead so that your vacation can actually feel like a vacation. Set up your team for success while you're away by dedicating a point person who will eventually serve as your proxy. By delegating tasks to your people in order of priority, what needs to get done will get done. Once you know the dates when you'll be away, send out a context email so there's plenty of notice, and schedule meetings before and or after the dates so you can review what needs to get done. Then set the vacation responder message in your email that's been collecting dust and truly unplug. Mute all notifications and check out. And in case of an emergency, determine what your team will look like and what they would do if they really need to reach out. But with a little luck and proactive planning, that won't be needed. Seth Godin, entrepreneur and author, says, instead of wondering when your next vacation is, maybe you should set up a life you don't need to escape from. Next, number 3, be prepared for whatever comes your way. As a business coach, it's never easy to hear about some of the most difficult periods of a business owner's journey, and working through them is often why many people come to us when they do. It's not unheard of for entrepreneurs to experience post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. So whether you're experiencing a major financial blow, an unprecedented time of crisis, 2020, we're looking right at you, or another life-changing event, it's important to recognize and reflect on what you've endured. Without giving yourself the time and space to reflect, the weight of these burdens can pile up, and without having a crisis management plan in place, it can be difficult to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But with foresight to be prepared, you can have faith in knowing that you can take care of your team and your customers and manage whatever comes next. But even if there is no one major event that sets you on the path towards burning yourself out, the extreme stress of running a business without strong systems in place can slowly wear you down, manifesting in physical symptoms of insomnia, loss or increase in appetite, muscle tension, loss of focus, weakened immune system, high blood pressure, and even worse if it goes on for too long. Symptoms are key to relieving this undue stress. Systems are key. Which brings us to number 4, manage your time in order to physically recharge. Frequently we hear about inundated business owners who are so caught up in their daily work that they don't even find the time to eat lunch. While it can seem like a way to make more time for yourself, skipping meals will immediately impact your mood and your performance. Your strategy and time management should prioritize you just as much as your work. Schedule time for your meals. Always make time to eat a balanced breakfast, step away from your desk for lunch, and take breaks for a quick energy boost throughout the day. Try coupling your midday meal with a decompression hour where you do something just for you personally, back to back, so it can flow seamlessly into your strategic work without distraction. And while we'll never say no to a cup of coffee, it's best to avoid as much caffeine and sugary drinks that will send you crashing as you possibly can. Keep a reusable water bottle handy and stay hydrated. The key to maintaining a healthy work-life balance and managing your time is learning how to say no. So once you're at dinner, unplug. You've done enough for the day. Use your downtime to recharge and aim to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep at night. Number 5, you need to stay active and monitor your health. Whether you're sitting at your desk for hours a day or you're on site for a physically demanding task, give yourself breaks. Getting up to stretch improves blood flow to increase energy, prevents cramping, and even more serious injuries. Consider how much you're on the computer or phone and take breaks to limit the screen time and let your eyes and your mind rest. Sometimes the most creative brainstorming comes from moving our bodies, and when it's time to think about the big picture and craft your vision, one of the best things you can do is take a walk. Let your mind wander and your body wander too. But exercise is also a great way to get your mind off work. Biking, yoga, jogging, rowing, whatever your preference may be, the time and space to physically be active is just as beneficial for your mind. If you're feeling worn down physically, mentally, or both, don't wait to address your symptoms because you're too busy. If you're experiencing symptoms of depression or anxiety, reach out to a therapist and discuss how to manage these feelings. Keep up with your regular doctor's appointments and stay proactive so small issues don't become large. Next, number 6, connect with the ones you love. There's truly nothing like spending time with your loved ones to remember why you're doing what you do. Your spouse, your kids, your parents, your siblings, extended relatives are all ones you strive to support, who inspire you to keep going and are there to support you and help you enjoy your life, especially if you run a family business. Time dedicated to stepping fully away from work allows you healthy boundaries, strong communication, and plain old relaxation. Good friends help you decompress and get your mind off work or talk out feelings of anxiety and even offer advice. Being with the people you love is the best way to emotionally recharge. Remember what's most important in life. No matter what, you're there for each other. Connecting with family and friends is perhaps the most significant reminder that your business is meant to serve your life, not the other way around. And then finally, number 7, you need to celebrate holidays and milestones. We know that holidays may not be the calmest time of year. Especially if you have a seasonal business, it might seem nearly impossible to step away and spend time with your family and friends. But these are the moments when it's most important to do so. Not only can you celebrate the holiday, you can also step back and celebrate where you find yourself and the progress you've made. You can clear your mind and make space to envision what comes next, whether by crafting an annual plan, gaining clarity on your purpose, or anything. And the holidays are a perfect touchstone to reflect on your company values and how you instill them in your business. It's when you can connect with your team, show them how much you appreciate them, and make sure that they too can spend time with their family and friends. Because in the end, that's what it's all about, whether you're an entrepreneur or not. You began your small business because you love what you do. You want to provide the best possible experience for your team and your customers, and be able to provide for yourself. But that can't happen until you provide the best possible experience for yourself. By escaping the burnout that plagues small business owners or avoiding it altogether, you can build a business you love leading and a life you love living. If you think you could use some coaching in this area, we can help. Drop us an email at businessbrainusa@gmail.com and we will always respond. Thanks for watching. Until next time, we remain Business Brain USA.